I think Mike wanted to. So fun. And I'm gonna do some promos for TR, so just ignore me.
Hey everyone, it's me, Esther Wu. I'm here with
Lauren, hi. I work at the radio station, and we become really good friends because I get to see him every Friday at 9 a.m. You've got to make sure you're watching Titan Radio for that. Or not watching, listening. But he's decided to let me kind of sit on because he's always talking about the most like crazy tea in the industry, whatever's going on. And I'm always like, oh damn, like I want to get in there and conversate. And he's like, come on in. So I'm here, guys, and I'm crushing the party. So what's up?
yeah. Okay, so the first topic that I have written down is okay, so like YouTubers, we were talking a little about this the other day, but so there's this YouTuber and she's a vegan YouTuber, so I guess that's how she got her fame. Yeah.
Oh my god, she started eating fish.
Yeah.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes. Okay, I'm so glad.
So
this is very important, guys. Like
yeah, she like I guess got her fame through like preaching veganism and how veganism is good, but then there was like a picture taken of her and she was like caught eating fish, and so like yeah, people are like, what are you doing? Like, how are you talking about veganism but eating fish? According to her, she was having like health problems. Yeah, so like I guess she needed to reintroduce. She said she eats like fish and eggs now, and she's been doing it for 2 months. But prior to that, she was vegan. Do you think if she wasn't caught, she would have still preached veganism?
I think, well, she started her whole business like off of that brand, because she's, I think, what it says, she's like 27 or something. She's a little, she got like about a decade ago, kind of hit the wave of veganism when it started being, and it's really important because it's good for our environment and stuff, and it has like health benefits, but there are like two sides to every story because as you can see, she like preached about it for 8 years or so, and then apparently at first her doctor was telling her like you're not producing enough iron and your eggs aren't getting like, so the potential for kids was then going to be taken away, so then they would implement eggs, and then that wasn't doing enough. And in the article it even said that like she, in quote, like was calling herself, like her doctors were saying like she was literally malnourished, and I'm like, okay, if you're gonna preach, like if her whole like all the money she makes is valued around like a health concept, she should at least be eating like vegan correctly and not be malnourished. Like, you don't I don't know.
Yeah, and like I thought it was weird that, okay, well, I mean, I feel like, wait, do you know if the picture was taken like someone took it of her, or like she planned?
It was another blogger who they were like on just hanging out eating lunch, and so he put it on his Snap or something, and yeah.
Because like it makes me wonder, like if she wasn't caught, would she still like pretend to be vegan for the viewers?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I just think it's like crazy, like how they like they try to put up like a facade, like this is the life, and that's all we see basically, what they post on the internet. And like, okay, so like the second thing I had like written down was like, okay, so talking about like putting up a facade, there's this guy, and so he basically like photoshopped pictures of himself like living rich.
Oh my god.
So he's like a YouTuber, I guess.
Anything for the clout.
Yeah, he like photoshopped pictures of himself being rich to like see the effect of it, and like people were like really confused at first. Like his friends, they were like, "Oh, what? Did you like get into money or something?"
Yeah.
But no, it was like all photoshopped, and I think like he like gained followers or something.
Was he purposely trying to look rich, or was he trying to show how people treat you different when you have money?
I think he was just like trying to look rich, and it was kind of based off the concept okay, so like a lot of these like bloggers and like celebrities, they like flaunt their money now, especially with like,
oh my gosh, yes, even when they don't have the money, they still find a way to get the cash.
And like if you like watch, I don't know if you watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, so like a lot of the times when you see like these YouTubers, they're wearing like really big designer brands now, so like Gucci or Balenciaga, and like normal people like me, I can't afford that. So like when you see that, it's like, yeah, when you see that, it's like that's like the lifestyle they portray, but it's like, how real is it, you know?
Yeah. No, I think that's definitely true because everything is like obviously there's the editing and all that stuff, but just like I think we talked about this last week before you left with your sister, how those YouTube get ready with me videos.
Oh yeah.
No one fucking makes that perfect omelet and then their juice and then does all that every morning. It's like they find the most idealistic parts of, like, that they can create of themselves, and that's what they put out.
And I've seen some where they like wake up with their makeup on.
Oh my god, yeah,
like,
right.
You can,
that's
like
every
tell,
reality
like,
show.
Yeah. And it's like I've seen like so many of like these videos, and it's like they're portraying a lifestyle to like impressionable people too. It's not like it's like they're trying to make it seem like it's their real life when it's probably not their real life.
They're like young ass kids who are like obsessed with YouTube. I feel like they're thinking like it's all about money and
like and like I totally feel like the same way. Like they and like I'm sorry, like a lot of these like influencers are like targeting children. Like that's their main target, and it's like I feel like it's at a point where it's like kind of like manipulation.
Yes.
And it's like creepy.
Because it's like marketing, and I feel like they have so much information on how to market to different groups that like you can totally like set up your advertisement towards kids or like hire an influencer and have them incorporate it in their videos somehow. But then you also have to make sure that like what you're selling is beneficial, and like it rarely isn't, because if it was beneficial, the parents would probably already get it for them. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like all these little things that they're selling and all the weight loss stuff, and it's just like, do we need to be putting that in kids' minds right now?
Yeah, and I think the sad thing is like they know their demographics because they get those reports, you know, and they still continue to advertise products that aren't so healthy. Like last week I talked about Khloe Kardashian.
Oh my god.
With the fit tea.
With the fit tea. Don't even get me on that fit tea. I can't.
And like
that shit's so stupid.
People were calling her out for that on how she's promoting it when she really doesn't need that money, and she's still promoting it when there's a lot of other factors that go into it. Like a lot of these influencers and celebrities who are making the money, they have like personal trainers, and they have and they get like stuff for free. Like they'll get personal trainers to train them if they promote them on their like social media.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like all these promotions, like do this, and then like they'll get like free stuff. Like, I want free stuff.
No, and it's all I don't think anything is worth it, especially in like and all those weight loss teas and stuff. They just dehydrate you. Like all it is they dehydrate you, and then you're deprived of water, and so you look a little smaller, but it's literally water. Like it actually does no benefit for you whatsoever. And so I just feel like when you have such a huge brand like the Kardashians, or even someone smaller, like why wouldn't you just like do your research and make sure? Because you're promoting it to your friends too. Like, do you want your best friend to be like taking some weird ass like?
Like, I heard that. I'm not sure. Like, so don't quote me, but I think I read that they're like not FDA approved. So like.
I read that as well, and I wouldn't, because I guess they don't necessarily. It's a tea, like it doesn't. But when you're claiming to
like lose weight.
Yeah, then I think that it needs to be.
Like, I feel like it's the new age of like diet pills though. Like I feel like diet pills used to be big, and then now everyone's just like drinking tea, or they have like the lollipops.
Oh my god, yeah.
The appetite suppressors. I'm like.
I get it.
Wow.
I get it though, because it seems like a fast fix, and I feel like I have a friend who's been like kicking ass at the gym for 2 years now, like almost twice a day, and she meal prepped. Oh my god, the work that this girl does. And I've seen a slow progression because, you know, we're really close. But other people are more seeing it as, oh damn, like every break that I come home to, you like lose like 10 pounds. And so they're asking her, how are you losing it? Like, what are you doing? Are you on those teas? And like people are like, are you using the waist trainer? You know, all this stuff. Their mind immediately goes to all of this shit they see on social media. And she was like, No, I literally just like meal prep and work out twice a day, and it took me a really long time. And I was just like, girl, no one's gonna actually put in the effort you did.
Yeah.
They want you to say that you use
And
the waist trainer.
she like put in the work.
Yes.
And these celebrities, I'm pretty sure they put in the work. They don't just like drink the tea and get skinny.
Yeah,
and I think like, okay, so she put in the work, but people want the easy way out.
Yes, they want her to
like,
say, "Oh my God, I got this tea. You should buy it," and then they'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, fuck yeah," you know?
Yeah,
like,
and then
it doesn't
everyone's
work
like,
that.
skinny now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like crazy how they can like promote this like stuff and it's like not real.
Yes.
It's all fake. Everything on the internet's fake.
Yeah, and God, I feel like maybe it's like just so accustomed to kind of that like facade that they've created.
Mhm.
Because I remember even there was like an interview where that Kendall did where she was talking about how like even what you guys see on the Kardashians, like that's not us. Like we know us on a different level and we're
Mhm.
different around each other. And I was just thinking like maybe like everything that they do put on social media, they don't even see it as their true identity. They see it as
Yeah.
like this business model. So it's just like, oh, like I'll just put it out, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's what I
Yeah.
was kind of thinking.
No, yeah, that's so true. Like, I was watching this video on like TMZ, and it was of Paris Hilton, and she like on TV, like when she used to be on TV,
Yeah.
she used to talk with like a baby voice.
Oh
right?
my God, yes,
And like
she's
her
still.
voice is like deep in real life. She's like, hello. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
No, yeah,
It's
it
like-
was.
and
Do you guys have butter toast?
Yeah.
She loves butter
And then,
toast.
like-
That's her thing. yeah, that's
and
her
then
thing.
in real life, she has like a deeper voice, and they're like, wait, why do you talk like a baby? And she's like, oh, that's what the producers wanted me to do.
They wanted her to sound stupid.
Yeah, and so
Damn, I didn't fucking know that. I thought that was maybe just like she thought it looked good with her look.
no.
But it would the producers that makes a lot
Yeah.
more sense.
I think they like
Wow.
curate how they want the people to act, and they portray it a
makes
certain
sense.
way. Yeah, I was like, I thought this is how she normally talked. You know, I thought it just like matched her.
I
but-
thought that her voice was that high
Yeah,
pitched.
no, it was like
Damn.
deeper. They're like, what happened to your voice? And she's like, this is how I normally talk. It was.
Yeah, and I think Nicole Richie, who was on
Yeah.
the show with her. Nicole is now like going back into acting. She had a reality show on MTV like about
Mm.
4 years ago, and this woman is one of the wittiest, most sarcastic, funny people I've ever seen on her reality show was so funny, and I was just thinking, to be that witty, you need to be intelligent. And I was thinking back to the
Mhm.
show, and I was like, there were so many moments that I used to watch it, and I remember like it was almost like she wanted to say something, and then they were like, oh no, that like will sound like somewhat like you have brain cells, so no.
Mhm.
And like it wasn't. I don't know. I'm like, damn. Like I feel like the show would have been, just as entertaining, if not
Yeah.
more, if you would have just maybe let them do their thing.
I've seen a few clips here and there, and it's like they're trying to show like they're dumb girls from LA, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That was kind of like the premise, I guess, of the show, like
Mhm.
going into the real life.
Yeah. Oh, the show's The Simple Life.
The simple. Oh my God, LOL.
So yeah, yeah, and like one thing that I think is weird, like this is like off topic, but like I think it's weird how first of all, I didn't know Nicole Richie and Sophia Richie were sisters.
Oh yeah, they're half sisters. Well, Nicole Richie is actually adopted,
Oh, she is.
but she
Were-
was
were they, like-
Lionel's first child.
But they were like raised together, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
of their ages. For
I
sure.
think it's like weird how they're like it's kind of far apart, and then like Sophia with like Scott and
Oh my God, the Sophia with Scott thing. The only thing that's weird is that like Sophia was like a younger friend of Kylie's. Like she was like the friend who was like, it's like when you brought someone in high school like 2 years younger, 2 grades younger, you knew that they were 2 grades younger. Like
that's
it,
weird.
when you're in college, like it doesn't matter at all, and as you get older, it doesn't. But I'm just thinking like probably the first time Scott met
Was
her
when
was
she was
Kylie was like, oh
young.
yeah, this is my like younger friend.
That's
I'm just like,
weird.
I don't know. I just think, but she's also super mature. I feel like growing up in that lifestyle. But
Wow,
I just
that's like
say-
weird.
I would honestly,
Like
Sophia, like I think that you can do way better. I know that you're not
Yeah.
listening. If you're one of the people watching the live stream right now, girl, you could do better. I am just telling you, the guy is such a hot mess. Watch any of the previous seasons, and you can see the future of what will happen, and it's a no.
Yeah, and I think it's like, it's just weird that, okay, like, Scott has like children,
Yeah.
so is she gonna be like their stepmother if they get married?
I mean, I guess apparently they have a really good dynamic. It seems like Courtney is super mature, and that they all are because they can all hang out and go on family vacations and stuff. And I feel like, obviously, like we were saying earlier, like we have no idea what the real picture or story even really is with them, you know?
That's true.
But in the teaser that they just released of the new KKW series, or obviously it's the same series, just a new season, is I hate that I just said KKW. Someone please come to Titan Radio Station. It's at Cal State Fullerton in the library basement and come punch me in the face. So thank you. It's so fun. So, oh my god. Anyways, in the teaser, they had someone ask Courtney, like, how many people have you loved? And she's like, I've only loved one man. And then it like skewed to like Scott with the kids, and then it like skewed back to her, and then Scott, and then with the kids, and I was just thinking, oh shit, this is a little foreshadowing, because we were all wondering, like, because he's been with Courtney since like we started watching this shit in middle school, and then there was like all this stuff, and how can you just start dating a little 19-year-old? I obviously thought she was the rebound.
But okay, so Courtney likes younger men too, right?
Dude.
Like,
Courtney, I commend that woman so much. I fucking love her. Did you see that comment that her ex made? She posted a bikini photo after that young ex that she dated. I forgot his name.
Okay, she's been through a few, I think.
Yeah. There's this young guy she's dating for a while. He was a model. They always dressed so sick.
Yeah,
he was super tall,
and then,
nice
like,
dark beard,
he
handsome.
cheated on her, right?
Cheated on her, and then she posted a cute bikini photo, and he commented something like, "Oh, like, is this the attention that you need?" All that kind of stuff, and it's like, ooh, that is the one thing I could see would be annoying is the lack of maturity if you go for younger guys.
That's weird. And they were already broken up at this point. Like,
yeah, the comments shit like what the fuck? Unfollow your ex.
Block them.
Don't comment shit on your ex and stuff. That's so embarrassing too. Like everyone can see that. That's so embarrassing.
So do you think Courtney's the most boring to look at?
Oh my god. Oh, then I think that whole fight was like a complete like scripted shit. Like it just was so extra.
So funny.
But oh my god.
But that sounds like something I tell my siblings.
Right. You're so boring to look at. I can't. I feel like they're all honestly like I want Kendall to be more interesting, but it's just not there. But I actually read a thing that
she's kind of flat. Like,
do you know her and Travis hooked up before?
That's
him and
weird.
Kylie?
Okay.
I mean, honestly, like I don't even like to like date the same guys as my friends or anything. I think that's like totally weird. I think the story was like that with Kylie and or not with Kendall and Travis. It was like just one of those like it happened a couple times.
What? I've never heard that. That's weird.
Okay, this is so inappropriate, but there was, and also I need to validate this source, but let me check this. But it literally was saying that like Travis was like, yeah, like Kendall is a lot more like down to earth, good personality, but like Kylie's better in bed. I don't know. That's what we heard. I was like, okay.
That's like weird. Wait, so
I don't know why.
Wait, how long ago was this?
It was like right when they started dating, even before she got like pregnant or anything. That's when I remember, because people were like, "Oh, weren't."
That's so
there were
weird.
some shots of like Kendall and Travis like leaving a club, so people were like kind of wondering which one he was dating. And then obviously when she got pregnant, it was confirmed.
Was Kylie 18 at the time? Was she 18 yet?
I don't know. Oh yeah, for sure. Because I was when all this stuff happened, I was in college, so we're the same age. Like we're 2 weeks apart. Ew, I didn't know that. It's just because she always fucking posts and it like notifies me that my birthday's coming up.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I'm like, it's almost time. It's almost time.
Wow, like I don't know. I feel like a lot of like not to be like, but I feel like a lot of the people in like in their like circle just keep like going around with each other.
Oh my god, there's so many great people out there. I don't know why we're not exploring.
And some people have like married like really normal people. it's so weird. Like some celebrities married like normal people. Okay,
And others.
I just like got a question in my head.
Yes.
Do you think Kylie and Travis would still be together if they didn't have the baby?
Um, I don't know. I feel like that's probably a really oh God, that is so hard. I think that
They're
having
both really young and they don't. They both have like their own schedule. Kylie Jenner with her like Lip Kids, and then Travis Scott with his music, touring. So like they both have like really probably hectic lifestyles, and then like the filming of the show.
I can imagine having like a kid with someone though. You see them in a totally different light, and you see each other in such a different and like also a vulnerable and beautiful stage that I could see it bringing them closer. And also like I would feel like at if you were a serious artist and you were touring that much, and obviously this kid's probably done the whole like, run and train for a good 5 years already. That's just probably so boring by now, just like random girls. And so having like a consistent person to talk to and to actually care how your day is, I think is like, well, even what I've heard like from some friends is that they, after even just like a year or two of doing that,
you just want to settle down with
you just want someone to care about you.
Yeah.
So,
that's so funny.
That's what I feel like it is.
Yeah, I think it's like, because it was like unexpected too. Like no one was really expecting Kylie to be like, I'm pregnant. Well, they did,
so
and like
crazy.
it was like expected,
but so
quiet. And she like disappeared.
Oh yeah.
It was like
I don't know how we didn't question it more because she
wear
literally
like,
disappeared.
Yeah, she'd wear like the big sweaters, so like you couldn't like see the stomach, and everyone was like, is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? And then she's like, I am pregnant. It was
yeah, and then they're like, oh, she got her boobs done, but it was really just that like they were getting bigger, and it was like, but a lot of people said that she did, but I don't know, who honestly knows or cares what they do with their body at this point. Like, I think it's weird to, the reason I'm looking at my phone person on live is because I'm going to do a little TR promo with your boy. Oh, which one do I like? These are, the hearts are cute, so, yeah, I know, I feel like, oh my god, I totally lost my train of thought.
Kylie Jenner on the work getting done.
Yeah, no, I feel like if you're going to kind of put it out there as this work is like your own and it's like capable to do through workouts and stuff, like sure, but if you got work done and like I feel like it's totally to tell people you got work done, but also it's no one's business, so I actually don't even. What do you feel about that?
Okay, well, I don't know about her body. Like, I'm pretty sure she's got work done, but
no, it's a little forky.
And
it's not realistic. Like,
but like I know
white,
with her face,
so.
she was trying to like. She lied about her face. Like
the
she
lips.
said, she was like, they're natural. It's a natural pout. Like we all knew it's not, and I'm pretty sure she's had at least like fillers done on her face. Like,
oh my god, dude,
like,
I would fucking get fillers right now.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, I am getting crow's feet, my smile lines on the sides, not cute.
Like I saw a video, like fillers can do a lot for a person.
Oh my god, the chin stuff?
Yeah, like the jaw,
the jaw, bro.
The cheeks. I'm like,
it's literally what I'm saying.
I'm like, what the heck? Like, it really makes a big difference. And then like you see like the before and after pictures of like all of them, and it's like, are they even the same person?
Yeah.
Or like people were like saying when like Kylie was having her baby, like, the baby's gonna look like old Kylie, not new Kylie.
I mean, she was always beautiful. She was just like a kid. I think that honestly the worst thing about it, because at first, obviously you could say like, it's your own body, and it totally is. When you're in that public spotlight, it is not your job to be a role model for other people's kids. You should not be raising them. That's like, if they're gonna watch TV, they're gonna watch. I was watching the Girls Next Door with all of Hugh Hefner's girlfriends. That was like my favorite reality show growing up, and I'm not like a play bunny, like it doesn't transform you or anything, but I think what I did notice is the fact that Kylie was so young when she got the lips done, that once her career started taking off was when she got her lips done, and that's when people started praising her beauty, which is very, very sad and awful because that's what she was so insecure about in the first place.
Yeah, and she was like really young when she started on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So people
So
basically grew up like watching her, and that's how she. So she's basically always been in the spotlight.
Yes. She
Um,
was.
well,
Which is so much pressure.
yeah, and like even Khloe Kardashian, she she had like a lot of struggles with like her image. 'Cause-
Those were the two
yeah.
sisters that were, because I remember Kendall was always like, oh my god, Kendall's gonna be a supermodel, and then there was
Mhm.
always the Kim's butt, and then Courtney's like the older, gorgeous one or whatever. But they were always kind of shitting on Chloe and Kylie, at least
Yeah.
before the lip thing. But definitely after Kylie got her lips done, a bunch of, you know,
Do you
girls
think-
I know were looking into it and
Mhm.
down when they would have never considered it because it was like, how did this one little thing take someone from getting like made fun of for their looks to getting like overly idealized and praised? It's like, how did that happen? It was like,
Yeah.
oh, lip fillers, well I can do that. And same I think with the jaw thing. I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw a photo of some girl and like her profile, it was like shoop, like it was just so
Yeah.
tight, and I was like, oh, fuck, I need that. Like I
Yeah.
hate my profile, and then I realized I don't even fucking see my profile. Like
I
who
know,
would that be
and
for? Like that would not
Same,
be for
like,
me.
I like literally like look at like my side profile and I'm like,
You have a great
I don't like
profile.
it. No, like I
No,
get
no,
so
You,
insecure.
it
Like
literally like your chin. You have such like a, I don't know what you call that, an
Oh.
indent, but like you
Oh.
have a very defined neck.
okay, thank
No,
you.
you don't.
Like
You
I
do
don't.
not need to do
I
anything.
think that's just like a human trait. Like I get
Mhm.
so insecure about like my looks and stuff. I'm like I'll sit there in front of the mirror and I'm like turn around, turn around. I'm like no. Yeah, but like I think like someone like once told me like you're your biggest
Critic,
critic. Yeah, like
for sure.
I think we harbor these insecurities and it's like but I
We're
think
so mean to
yeah,
ourselves,
it's,
guys.
I
Let's
feel
be
like
nice
it's like
to
really
ourselves.
not that as bad as we feel. Like yeah, I think and like okay, do you think Kendall Jenner was this just has turned into talk about the
Dude,
Kardashians?
This is our Kardashian fucking episode, and I am so down with
Do you
it.
think her mom paid her way into the modeling industry?
Well, I remember even when Kim was like trying to get Kendall to start modeling or whatever, some in the earlier seasons, and she was like, man, not interested. But she was also a fucking kid, so like I would have probably been the same. But connections get you everywhere, and
Yeah.
the status in the show brought her status on the runway. And usually in a lot of the higher end shows, they like to have either, if not in the audience, someone on
famous.
stage with a name, if that's either a model who's so prestigious that
Mhm.
everyone is aware of her name, like Carly Cross or something like that. But having that Kendall Jenner, it was like, oh, there's not only a gorgeous girl who has that model look,
Mhm.
but she has that
name.
clout credibility. I hate the word clout, but really it is true.
Yeah.
So I think that her connections helped her, but the girl's fucking gorgeous. Like I feel like people need to just realize they have really good genes. Whatever Chris is drinking,
I feel
I'll
like-
take some.
And then like it also goes along with like Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid. They also have like that the famous parents, you know, Yolanda
Yes.
Hadid and Mohammed Hadid. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like their brother too. I think he's like a model and more.
Yeah.
Like no, this is gonna sound too much. I think he's a bit boring to look at. I'll put it that way. Like
Oh, I don't know. I
don't-
was expecting him to be like Flame, and it was not my flavor. Like I did not find him attractive. Just
okay.
me. You don't. That does not
'Cause,
sound
like,
rude at all.
There's
You can say it.
Gigi and then Bella.
And then there's
like,
Anwar. No, just kidding.
but like, okay, like I've seen like before and after pictures of Bella Hadid, and I think they've all had like some.
Oh no, Bella has had work done. That
Yeah,
girl's
like,
got her nose.
She went from like
They
a
got
pudgy
Oh,
little face,
shit.
yeah, and like now she's like
dude.
alien.
No, it really is a little alien-esque.
Yeah, she has like very like defined features, like but her face is like round too. Like,
No, yeah, I feel
it's like,
it.
but like
There's a
Gigi has like a different look. I feel like she's more like
I love Gigi's look. I liked when Gigi started out. before she lost some of that weight, but I know that like
Yeah.
in the modeling industry, it's really pressurizing and stuff.
But I also heard she had like health problems.
Oh,
Yeah, she had
okay,
like a
good.
thyroid problem.
Oh my god, because that runs in the I didn't know that she had it as well, but that makes sense because that shit's just
Yeah,
like
and so like that's why she says she she had lost so much weight, but like I see Bella Hadid and she looks real skinny, like way a little too skinny, I guess. Like not to like body shame, but like she just like I don't know. Like sometimes I like look at her and like it's more recent. Like I saw a video and she like turns to the side and I'm just like
it's just like nothing.
yeah, and I was like, well, and like it's like a trend, I guess. Well, like I feel like it's like going both ways. Like I feel like they were,
Yeah.
but like even Kaya Gerber, Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like real thin too. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely like it's the look for modeling right now, but well, I guess it has been for a while, but
yeah, like I remember in like the '90s, it was like heroin chic, where like they were like
you're so right.
they were like
Yes.
so thin, and
Absolutely.
they had like the dark under eyes, and it was like such a
Yes.
big thing, and like it was like a craze, and then like a lot of people hated it, but like it made a lot of people like Kate Moss and like
Oh yeah. Oh my god,
yeah.
yeah. She was I actually had a there's a woman that I'm good friends with, and her husband and my dad are really close, and so she's in her like mid 40s, and she was telling me how when she was in high school that it was like ideal to be stick skinny and have no butt, and like she had like a little bubble butt. She said, you know, she was like, I wish I was a freaking 20-year-old now, and there would be so many like clothes
so
I could
funny.
wear, and she was like, there was no Fashion Nova for me.
There
Like
was no Fashion
she was like, it
Nova.
was literally. She even told me that like guys would put their thumbs together and go like and make kind of an L shape, put their thumbs together, and like if the butt was bigger than that, then
Okay,
like
that's like messed up.
then like oh she's like not even dateable, all that stuff. And now it's like, oh my god, people are getting, you know, injections up the wazoo
Yeah.
to have, you know, more of a plump butt. So it's just honestly, it's like trends always change so much, and that's why I feel like if you find what
Yeah.
makes you confident in your body and just stick with it.
Yeah, and I feel like trends come and go. Like I was
Yes.
watching some like live stream the other day, like random live stream on Instagram, and this guy was like, "What happens when like big lips aren't the thing anymore? Like, yes, fillers like dissolve, but they also like kind of like
No, your lips actually get
Yeah,
fucked
they,
unless
like-
you get them like
you have to, like,
untouched. Like,
yeah."
yeah, no, I actually know someone who kind of, they got him done for about 2 years because you have to do them every couple months or so, and then after 2 years stopped getting the fillers because it's very expensive, and their job changed, and it, like literally it was like rent or lip fillers. So obviously
Wow.
rent, and
Yeah,
then
obviously, right? Yeah.
the lips are literally wilting.
Yeah,
Like,
they like.
oh my god, did the small lips look better than the wilted lips? I
know.
can't.
You have to like
I
keep it
just-
up, and then like it's just like it must. It's like it's kind of scary. Like I guess we should just like, cause like it's natural, they say, and like it's like natural stuff they're putting in or whatever, but it does like mess up your face just a little bit to anyone who has like lip fillers.
I think there is no reason like not to do something if it's for you. I was actually in a car with a couple of girls, and my friend was talking about this one part of her body that has been a big basis for insecurity her entire life, and she just wanted to get it fixed a little bit, and it was for her. And then when I was thinking about freaking getting that the filler that kind of makes your it's for your your profile, so that you have more of, it's kind of almost like a chin tuck in a way. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, dude, like that would literally just be so I have that like cool, like pretty little fairy face, you know, with the jaw. Like that would not be
But
for
I don't,
me.
I
Like,
don't see like too much like I don't really see what you're.
yeah, no,
like,
that's
the
that's
internet?
exactly like
I'm
it's
confused.
Yeah, no, like I feel like that's just because everyone doesn't like, because like I'll look at the side and I'll be like, oh my god, like I want more defined, here, but also like I don't go to the gym that often, and there are like neck exercises that you can do, and like I don't do them, so like maybe I'll just start with that, and then after a while, because I don't think that it would be for me, it would be so that other people would find me more attractive and I feel better about myself, but it wouldn't literally only be for me, and that's why I think I'm not gonna do it.
I think like definitely some people, but I feel okay. This is like my personal thoughts, I guess.
Full disclosure, guys. So nothing.
Yeah, like I feel like yes, like sometimes if you get like work done, it'll boost your confidence and like your esteem. But I feel like if you like don't completely love who you are before that, it's not just like gonna come out.
It will.
Like,
yeah.
You still need to like, Yeah, like I just feel like, cause like a lot of people like just like dive right into it and they're like, this will make me happy, but like if you don't love yourself as a whole and love like your spirit already, like just like changing like one physical aspect won't like completely you'll find like the next insecurity and the next insecurity, like that's like what I think, like you, because like again, like you're your worst critic, so like
it's like now there are help centers for people who are addicted to plastic surgery. There are a bunch in different, I'm trying to think, I know in Korea there are a couple, and then a couple are getting established in the US, because it is genuine, just as like eating disorders and stuff. You get into that. I mean, not everyone who gets plastic surgery, but like for people with obsessive personalities, that is I could imagine that being a very easy thing to get addicted to, because it's like you fix one thing. Oh, if I find another, let me just fix it.
Yeah.
And let's just but it's like, you're not fixing nothing's broken. Like, you're not broken. Like, I don't know.
And I feel like the beauty standards are it's like they're hard here. Like, there's like an ideal beauty standard, but like in Korea, I heard it's like real harsh. Like, there's like a definite difference. Like here, especially now here, we're like kind of like embrace your natural beauty and like.
But it's not.
Yeah, over there it's like very like you gotta look this way, and it's like with their face and their body, and it's like difficult.
It's a lot. That's so much pressure. Also, feeling like putting all of the value just in someone's superficial looks. Like, I just think that's also the problem with, I think, a lot of careers that focus around image. Like modeling, I think is a wonderful career. I respect the fuck. I have a lot. My roommate's a model. It's like one of the coolest things. But like, as someone who's like talked to a couple of model guys, like not anything too serious, but like you do notice a significant difference in just like how their brain works. It's like there's like the normal path, or I guess what I'm used to when I date just like chill stoner guys who don't care about anything, and then there's like this model path where it's like oh my god, what are people gonna think, oh my god, fasting, gym, all this other stuff, and it's like also the feeling, the need to express it and talk about it because it is like a defining part of their personality, their image. It's honestly like exhausting to be around, just like to have to hear all the time, and then you start, and then I'm like thinking about my image too, and that wasn't on my head, and I just like I can't imagine having to like actually work in that environment where your worth is from your looks.
Yeah, you're constantly critiqued on it.
Oh my god, yeah, and they're constantly changing naturally, like they're like, oh my god, hell like, no, yeah.
That happened to Tyra Banks. She was like slim, she was skinny, and then
I love Tyra so much.
She got into like the modeling industry, and she was like modeling or whatever, and then as she got older, she like grew into her body, and like they wouldn't cast her in like fashion shows. That's why she had to do like Sports Illustrated and Victoria's Secret, where she was
because
like
they wanted that Kate Moss, and even her bones probably were like bigger than Kate Moss, just like naturally.
and it's like she was like they wouldn't cast me in like high fashion shows, so that's when she started doing like Victoria's Secrets and Sports Illustrated. But, like,
You know what's so funny is who the fuck is deciding what is like ideal for this industry? Like I have to be honest, like I don't like I feel like not everybody is beautiful, yes. But also, idealizing just one type is so freaking boring. You're not going to sell as many clothes. Like, the hardest part about online shopping is that you go online and either it's this, like, crazy thin or this crazy curvy that's not realistic. And I was talking to
but it's
a
like
couple
not
of
even,
friends, like,
sorry.
oh, no, don't.
Oh, it's like not even curvy. Like, it's like they're like super small waist, like super, and then like it's like
it's like, a overly hourglass,
but overly hourglass,
beautiful and wonderful, and it's good for those women with those amazing bodies that they can look at themselves. But also, I noticed, okay, how does like in the the plus size industry, it doesn't. I don't think it accurately represents what plus size is, because I'm just like, what? Like, I don't even know. Like, are they just like on the waist machines? Because like it's not. I'm just thinking, I'm like, the one thing that I worry about, let's say when I buy a swimsuit or something, I want to see, is it gonna fold over on the sides? Is it gonna hug too tight? Will that create any sort of problem, with the skin or whatever? But then when they Photoshop or they pick these girls and they're like, oh, she's plus size, like, here you guys, like, we're showing you. And then it's like a very also unrealistic body. It's like, what am I supposed to do with that? How are we supposed to get an accurate view of what the clothes are gonna look like?
And like, I've seen like some like, I guess like something like making fun of like Fashion Nova videos, and they like show like the Fashion Nova picture, and it's like some of these models, they like
again, a fork or something?
They're just like, no, their like waist is like so small, and then so like the dress, it like hugs in at the waist, and then like it expands, and I'm like, what?
That's like, I mean, that's the ideal body now. Like, I feel like it's definitely like.
And I think it's like attributed to like Kim Kardashian and like J-Lo.
Oh, well, that's so funny. It's like, how are we giving like these two women the credit for these bodies that beautiful black women have had for centuries, and then fucking this I mean, I guess she's half Armenian, half white, but this white bitch comes in with a big ass, and everyone's like, oh my god, like, fuck, what the hell, and J-Lo and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, have you seen Niecy Nash's ass? Oh my god, that shit is crazy. So, like, she has the sickest body I've ever seen. Like, Kim Kardashian doesn't have shit on her, but no one's talking about it. And I think that's also, like, there's so much fucking colorism in the modeling industry, entertainment, in our lives. I was in a class the other day, and the teacher, the professor of intercultural communications, literally said, he encouraged the thought of, oh, it's only racist if you call it racist. And that pissed me off so much. I was like, why are you trying to make these guys in our class so comfortable with their racism, even if they're it's like they're unconscious incompetence? But it was just like, oh my god, that kind of rhetoric is so dangerous. Because that just silences people and it deflects people. I think it's like the biggest kind of form of silencing. I totally rampaged off, but that reminded me, and I was so shocked that intercultural communications professor was preaching that.
If you think it's racist.
That's literally what racists say, so they don't have to get called out.
I'm pretty sure. Fuck? I think racism is just like. I think anyone can be racist to like any other race. Like, honestly, I think, and like saying that's like invalidating. It's like, if you don't think it's racist, it's not racist. Like. That's just like, I don't think that's right. I think there's definitely racism, and it's racist.
Deep-rooted. It's so deep-rooted, and it's so funny because it's like, I don't know, I think giving equal privilege to everyone else doesn't have to take away from you know, like I don't know why there's this kind of like replacement theory going on. It's stuck in the alt-right movement and the white power movement. It's like they're honestly just insecure about getting replaced. I will say that as a white woman who has seen propaganda videos, and literally all they're doing is pretty much saying, hey guys, there will be less brown people on the United States. Oh no, this is gonna be horrible, and like making it some like negative thing and freaking people off for no reason.
That's what like a lot of races, like me. I don't know if you know this. I'm biracial, so I'm half Mexican, half Chinese, and so I know like a lot, especially with like the Chinese culture. Not everyone, but I notice with like Chinese, they want you to marry Chinese. They don't like other people, but like I don't see that.
Is that well? I mean, is that like for culture reasons though too?
I think it's I don't know, but like I know they just like maybe to like preserve their culture or whatever, but they don't like you marrying outside like race. I'm like what the heck? But like I'm mixing myself in it, you know. Like I see the line. Like I think it's like oh you can be with whoever you want to be, kind of. You know?
Yeah. I think was that a problem for your parents?
Yes. I mean, yeah. I think it was a struggle, and they learned to overcome it, I guess. But yeah, it was like a definite struggle, and it's just like, yeah, it's just I think it's like, and I noticed that with like, cause I knew this other girl, and she's all like, she was Korean, and I knew her in high school, and she's all like, they want Korea, and so like. I guess like maybe it's to like preserve it. They fear like the culture's gonna be lost, but I feel like you can like still keep the culture, but like bring new culture into it. You know? Like I have like Chinese culture in my house, and I have Mexican culture in my house. It's like weird, like not weird, but like
it's beautiful. You're able
know?
to gather from each of your homes and hold it to your heart. I feel like oh God, I can't imagine being. Especially from your family, like who should just like support who makes you happy, and when you love someone, they should be like only up, you know.
But maybe it's like a real fear in like these people's minds that they're gonna like lose something, like part of their culture, or whatever. But like I feel like you become more cultured. You know, you start to learn more because it's just like you know you just like. Learn and you adapt, you know. Like I feel like my parents adapted to each other's cultures, you know. They both understand, but like I think a lot of people are like scared they're gonna like lose something in their culture. And like I saw like this white lady on Twitter, and she was like white people are gonna go extinct if we keep interracially having children. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works. But
that's not how it works. Okay. Just go to Europe, honey.
Just go to Europe. Yeah.
I think there definitely is. We were learning another thing from class is something when Columbus arrived to murder a bunch of Native Americans. They there was over, God, I don't want to say this right, so don't quote me. It was, I think, about 280 languages were spoken in the United States after about a couple decades, once people actually came to the country, not just when he showed up. But so about almost 300 languages, and then now there are about 75 spoken in the U.S., and then only 35 are being passed down. So there is that question of, because obviously, like, my nonna, she has her dialect that is a completely different language from my nonno's dialect, even though they grew up an hour apart, but it is not, it does not sound like the same language at all. And then they had to learn Italian on the side, and that was like the one language they could talk to everyone at. But like my nonna does say, she's like, yeah, like I might be one of like the last people who speaks, you know, the dialect where she's from, and I feel like it's a sacrifice to like, not a sacrifice, but like to not pass on the language, but at the same time, like, if it's not going to be used by your children, it is just a lot of effort and something you're really gonna have to incorporate to teach them a new language, you know, to keep your old one going.
Yeah. Do you speak the language?
Oh God.
Oh.
Un poco. I can carry a little Italian with me. I can understand them, but I really want to work on it.
Yeah, like I'm not the best at Spanish. I like try to speak Spanish or Chinese. I'm not good at speaking Chinese either.
It's so different.
Yeah.
I can't like going from characters, like letters to characters is so different.
Or
I can't
even like
imagine that.
when you speak Chinese, it's like the different intonations. So
Yeah.
versus it's like
Yeah, like I'm
it's
sorry,
like
what?
it means different things. I'm like I like took Chinese class in high school, and
Should we read some of the comments? You are
there-
good at Spanish, Eddie. What a homie.
Yeah. Do you want to say something in Italian? I think one of them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Che cosa fai means what are you doing? So you can say that like if someone's being annoying. Ciao, come stai?
Have you ever been to Italy?
Yes. My grandparents they bought a place. God, this was in literally like the 70s, so we're not rich or anything. It was just like literally in the 70s. They just bought like a little thing of land in this northern Italy up near Switzerland, and it makes it really wonderful because both my grandparents, they met on the boat coming to America, and all their heart is still in Italy. Like my nono, it was the first year he couldn't go for the whole summer, and last year, and it broke his freaking heart, like, you know, because health reasons. And so it's so nice to have a place there because we can go and travel there without having to worry about hotels, which is like would be horrifically expensive. So
Wow.
dude,
Is it like
investing in real estate is smart.
is it like on the countryside or like more in like the
It's
city
just
side?
it's definitely kind of more of a suburban area right next to a beautiful lake. Yeah, it's very
That's-
yeah.
That's nice. I'm,
We're reading some of the comments.
okay.
I'll take you, Edward. We'll go. We'll go to Italy together. That'd be fun.
Like whenever I see Italy, like I've said this like before, like I just think of like the Lizzie McGuire movie. Like,
Oh my god, dude! And my dad's name is Paolo, so I would always. Oh my god, I love when that movie came out. I was like, this shit is fucking hilarious.
That is-
Oh, I love that.
That was a
film.
good movie. Like
Oh, it's a
I
great.
feel like
one.
Disney
It's-
doesn't make the same type of movies anymore. Like I tried.
Even that show. Like I can watch Lizzie
Mhm.
McGuire back now
Yeah.
as an adult, and I still find it entertaining. But
Yeah.
now, like other shows, it's kind of harder to do.
Lizzie
that.
McGuire. Okay, like I think like Lizzie McGuire. Even like I love That's a Raven. Like that's such a good show. And like
That's so rare. It was such a
now
good
they
show.
have stuff like, or I don't even think they have it, but like Dog with the blog. That was like so dumb. No
Oh,
offense.
okay. I low key watched like 2 episodes of Dog with Blog, and I was like, this is not that bad for like what it is. Like I was like, this is like the weirdest plot, but like the dog having a blog really didn't add to the show. Like it would be like it goes through the whole show of like shit happening with the family, and it's like the dog's just gonna like write it. It was the weirdest thing, but who knows?
Not a fan. Sorry, Disney. Ew to Dog with the blog. No, definitely. I like That's a Raven. Raven is like one of like my favorite characters, and like I don't really like TV shows, so like That's a Raven. I like That's a Raven, Monk, and like Psych. Those are like the only 3 shows.
Oh,
I really
you know
like.
what? I fucking love that you love Monk. That's amazing.
Do you like Monk?
It reminds me of like just like my dad and growing up. It was just always on the kitchen TV when he was cooking, like
Monk
USA,
is such
like
a good
always.
show. Like I love Monk.
It is a
we
big
got-
show. What does it say?
Okay, first of all,
Ooh.
Geek Charming. Have you seen that? It has like what's her name?
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a Disney Channel.
Oh, yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, like we've seen it.
Let's start
I've
rating
seen it.
Disney movies.
I've
I'm
seen
fucking
it so
down.
many
Let's
times.
go.
Okay, like the best Disney movie, I think, or one of my favorites is shoot.
Can we go over favorite Disney? I have to figure this one
okay.
out because I know y'all watching the live right now are gonna know what I'm talking about. If you were born at 1997 or earlier, you will know what I'm talking about. What are some of your favorites?
Okay, let's see. Some of my favorites are okay, so there's I like Luck of the Irish. That one.
Oh my god, get the fuck out.
That one's so good.
That one is such a freaking classic. That guy is so cute. Oh my god, you're taking me back.
Good.
Good one.
Oh, High School Musical is good. High School. Okay, but I think I like High School Musical 2 more than High School Musical 1. Except Gabriella.
I was a fan of the third one. I was
really?
like, they fucking took it there with that car scene when both those guys dance. Oh wait, the boys are back. The boys are back.
I didn't even watch the third one.
The boys are back. Trying to do it again. Gonna wake up the neighborhood, and they're like going off. Oh, I love that shit.
The second, except okay, here's an unpopular opinion. I think Gabrielle is super annoying. Like Sharpay is like way better.
Oh, Sharpay's the queen.
Like
I even knew
Gabrielle,
that in elementary school.
Like I like to make fun of Gabriella because she's like over here, and then like the only scene I think about when I see Gabriella is when she's like crying or whatever.
What scene is she not?
Yeah, she's like. I'm like, what the heck? Like she's like against the lockers, like crying.
Yeah,
I'm like, no.
I mean, no, yeah. I honestly want them to do like a more realistic, like bad bitch version of High School Musical. But honestly, don't remake it.
Don't remake it. Yeah,
I'm
like not a big fan of remakes. Like,
yeah. No.
Wait, okay, so like one of the comments.
Okay.
So do you watch On My Block, or have you seen it?
Okay, I didn't start it, and then I read this whole thread of someone like getting upset at it, and so I was just kind of like a little turned off. But I haven't started it yet.
Okay, like I'm not. Okay, it's not the best show, but okay. So the second season comes out today, and I didn't hop on the bandwagon like when everyone was watching it, or like because I thought, oh, it looks dumb, but it's like. To me, like I was like glued onto okay, like I didn't like the main plot, like I guess like a lot of people may. There's a few different like plot lines.
Subplots.
Yeah, subplots. There was like one that I was just like does he or does he not? And I'm like, so I guess like the second season comes out tonight, so like or today, it's probably already out, but like yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Are you gonna watch it? Okay, yeah. You
like,
gotta keep us updated on how you.
Like, thank God it's spring break, but like, yeah, cause like.
Okay, I'll start it.
Yeah.
I've been looking for something.
It's like, it's not the best show. It's like kind of a bit. It's not. I don't know. It's like, okay, you know.
It's to each his own. So well, yeah, kind of.
But definitely.
Check it out and figure it out for yourself.
It was like it was one of those where I'm like, what's gonna happen next kind of thing.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Dude, spring break.
Yeah. Can't wait for spring break.
Alright guys, I found the movie, and if y'all don't know this movie, I'm gonna lose my shit because you are too young for me, bro. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Oh, that one's so good. That one's so good.
Oh my god. I just remember the souffle he had to make. Please tell me someone knows Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
That's like
also, yes, spring concert. I just saw some comment asking if we're going. But you know what's cooler than spring concert? Is May 2nd, No Stress Fest for Titan Radio is gonna be fucking lit. It's a free show. It's gonna be awesome. So many artists. We're in the works talking to a couple different bands who I'm personally like shook that I even like get to see live. So we're gonna keep you updated on that too. But
did you go to Soundspace?
Oh, I went to Soundspace. Soundspace was lit. There's this guy Mayhem. It's his 21st birthday last night, and he was one of the last performers. And he just went off, did like the sickest freestyle, and was just dancing, and everyone was having a good time. Yeah, it was honestly like it was super great. So if we ever do another one of those rap shows, I'll make sure Eddie tells you.
Yeah, I'll announce it. No, but like Eddie's like I'm just like all over. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off is so good.
I love when we kind of stop talking because we're reading the comment. I couldn't read it fast enough. This shit's so hard.
Oh wait,
oh my god. Oh, what is
oh, okay, how about the next show that came out running through? Oh, LA. Oh yeah, okay. So there's this show, Have you seen The Amazing Race?
I have seen a couple episodes.
Okay, so it's kind of like that, but it's like based in LA. Like they're just gonna like do like
oh, that's fun as
crazy
fuck because
stuff
we
in
can
LA.
like recognize it.
Yeah, and they're gonna like.
Fun.
I think they have to like jump through buildings or like someone's gonna like chase them or something. Like,
I was
like a
what?
professional
Sounds like a death
athlete's
trap.
gonna like chase them or
Oh,
something.
fuck that.
Like I am like all about those shows. Like I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be on Fear Factor so bad. That was like my
fuck that
show.
shit.
I was
no,
like,
no.
and like
Oh my god.
like some of the stuff looks like definitely like when they put you in like a helmet full of like scorpions or whatever. But I was like, that's a show I want to do. But, like
no, Edward.
it looks
so
so
scary.
fun. Like Fear
That sounds
Factor
so
was my show. I even like used to try to pretend like I was on Fear Factor. Like I jump off
Do
the
horrible
sofa,
shit to yourself.
and I'm like,
just be like,
Fear
am I gonna
Factor.
get paid for this? Someone watch me
That
and
was
pay me.
definitely like my show. Like that's what I loved. Like
Oh my god, dude.
definitely put me on the show Fear Factor.
Well, they started it up again.
Yeah.
But I don't.
feel like
It
it's
really
not that
did not
bad.
take off.
Like
Yeah, no, it did not.
I feel
take
like
off at all.
MTV's kind of done. It's on MTV, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the problem is like all of these cable channels, obviously, new wave of streaming is kind of like shitty, and I know MTV does not sell a lot of their. They don't syndicate a lot of their programs to different streaming services because they want to keep the cable customers. But I think what a lot of other people doing, which is going to end up into another problem, is like, creating their own streaming service. Like Disney is doing that with
then
ABC, and Universal's having. They're all doing their own kind of streaming services. But the problem is that now, because I pay for Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix, and HBO. That's fucking 4. If you think you're no, we're not saving fucking money anymore with this streaming.
Okay, which one do you
Like-
like the most?
I don't fucking know. Like, shit. And then if they want to add Disney, I'm not gonna buy the one. Fuck that. But like Universal, ABC. Now I'm paying seven different streaming accounts. What the fuck? I used to love
know.
on demand. It would say select network. I would select my networks. I would pick my shows. Yeah. Or I'd have the cable option where I could literally put on a channel and just like whatever was on is what I had to deal with. I almost kind of missed that.
And I feel
Less
like
of a decision.
yeah, and I feel
miss
like
that.
okay, like I feel like I like how it had like so many different options, but like I can't like sit through a show now with like commercials. Like I have to like and I'm like I like
dude,
going to the
yes.
next episode like right away.
Yes.
But like I only like have Netflix. Shoot, they're going so fast.
They're going, you
Okay,
guys. Oh, but they have no control over how
Let's see.
fast the comments go.
Oh, they want to hear Yellow Submarine. Okay,
Ooh.
what up?
I would sing it, but that would literally like ruin it. Everyone would leave the live if I started
can't
singing. So that's for sure.
What are the
We haven't done our TR promo this whole time because
Oh.
I keep getting distracted. Dude,
what are the
Betty's too interesting. That's all
what
I
are the
say.
kind of Italian dishes they have in Italy?
Ooh. I'm trying to think of like some of my favorites. Well, my nonna, she makes her classic chicken cutlets, which is like literally, I don't even think that's in it. That's just when I think of home, she always makes that for me personally. But I'd have to say my favorite, usually when we want to eat, if not having like just bread and cheese and soup and stuff, is like some minestrone, which is like this super good soup with like orzo and some good shit. Yeah, honestly, I think the coolest thing about traveling to Europe is I always come back very healthy because they don't snack there. They walk
Oh, they-
around everywhere. Portion sizes are more reasonable. Yeah, it's just like I don't know why I feel like. Dude, do you think the reason that I wonder if like the diet industry is working with like the fast food industry? What if they're like teamed up together because they both benefit from each other
Yeah.
succeeding in a weird way? Because when people are like successful in their dieting, they treat themselves to fast food, and then people eat fast food, they feel like they need diet pills even though they don't.
Yeah,
But
that's so true.
I'm sorry, I tangent quite often.
Oh, do you cook
Oh,
Italian
really?
food?
You know what? I literally wish that I was a better cook. I can cook if I have the ingredients. I make the best zoodles in the world, zucchini noodles. I'm just like, I don't make that. It's fine. But I really want to. But I'm moving in with my grandparents in June after I graduate, and so I'm gonna be taking care of them, getting all their meals ready, and it's great because my nonna, she has all of her homemade pasta maker stuff there, and I think I'm gonna get the works, like a full on like course every day about cooking, which will be good.
No,
So
I try to cook a little, but I don't do it often. Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
So like kind of like pasta.
Yeah, pasta is just a go-to, or takeout is a go-to.
I feel like it's hard
DoorDash,
cooking. DoorDash, Postmates. I feel like it's hard cooking meat though, because I'm always scared it's gonna come out raw, so I end up like burning it.
I never, ever cook meat.
Yeah.
It's literally because of that, because I don't. Oh, a tip that I read on Twitter, because I learn more stuff from Twitter than I do. Is that when you're buying your chicken breasts or whatever, you're just in the refrigerated section at a grocery store, if you see that, because obviously it's sealed airtight with like some plastic wrap thing over, and you can see the chicken breast, if you see that the plastic wrap is lifted at all by any air, like if it is not skin like tight on the chicken, like it is because gases and chemicals are leaving the chicken and going into the air, and that's literally gases. It's not even oxygen or anything. And and they also so they were showing different pictures, like when it is inflated, it's because it's older.
From the chicken?
So yes. So from just gases and like chemicals coming out, obviously gases they have to go somewhere, and because it's sealed tight, they just kind of reach to the air. So just make sure that your plastic's on that chicken when you buy your chicken.
Airtight. No
That's
bubbles.
the weirdest fact, but every time I hear one of those, like, I always feel like I have to share it because, like, another one about Subway. This isn't, the other one wasn't about Subway, but my friend who worked at Subway said just get ham, turkey, and the bacon's okay, and that's the only meat that you should ever get at Subway. And I asked her why.
Ham, turkey, and bacon.
She said those are the only like fresh meats used. Then when she says fresh, she doesn't mean like bad, but just like yeah. Honestly, the shit that she said was like kind of a little gross, and I don't know if I want to like talk about it on air.
Okay.
But yeah, just get the turkey, ham, or bacon. If you get the teriyaki chicken, just like I don't know. Just drink, like get some like electrolyte. Or it might be good for your immune system. She actually said that like they put the orange coating, the orange coating on the chicken. That's the teriyaki chicken, and then there's the normal chicken breast. So apparently they put on the orange coating when the normal chicken breast like kind of gets discolored, and she says it gets this blue tint to it, and then they put the orange stuff on it. And I was like, the fuck is that?
That is. I usually get the chicken, the chicken sandwich. Like the.
I think we're gonna have to switch to a turkey sandwich, Eddie.
Okay, turkey sandwich.
I'm like ruining his life.
I know. Sorry. Oh my gosh! Like I didn't know that, but like they say you shouldn't order like the fish fillet at McDonald's because they're usually not fresh because people don't order those.
Oh my god! Yeah, who the fuck would order fish from fast food?
Okay,
y'all.
But I used to like love Long John Silver's as a child. But,
well, I feel like that's Long John's. Like that's like they center around fish, so I feel like it would be more trusting.
But now that personally, if there was a Long John Silver's, I don't think I'd trust their food, just because I don't like fish in the first place. But I feel like I don't trust like fish and fast food.
Well, just like the state that our oceans are in, no fish, even fish that's collected safely, is actually safe. I think. So, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of friends who like fish is like their main. For pescatarians, dude, like y'all gotta be careful because, I mean, oh god, like our oceans. If we think our air is fucking gross, just go in the water, like, and then you're eating that, and that's been in the. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give up fish entirely just because of our oceans.
Yeah,
it's
like
bad.
in Aquaman have you seen Aquaman?
I haven't yet. Oh my god, I really want to. You can spoil it.
Oh, okay. Like I feel bad now. So like the ocean like crashes and like all this like trash just like builds up. And like I did a beach clean day with like
you're so dope.
with some club here, and there was like a lot of like trash on the beach. I noticed it was like a lot like straws and bottles. There were even like some needles.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Needles on a beach.
Or like syringes.
Syringes on a beach.
Yeah, I think like we found like three syringes.
Just like throw
but, like,
away your drug
imagine
apparel.
all
That
that
makes no
being
sense.
washed into the like, because there were
Wait
a
a
lot of
minute.
straws
So like,
and a lot of like bottles. I think that
and
was
that
the-
gets washed in and washed back, and that can like, that hurts
yeah.
people a lot too. Fuck.
Yeah, so we like picked them up and we gave them to the Coast Guard so you can put in like those.
So you can
Needle
use them,
safeties.
like Gunny Heroin.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like it
It's
was
fucking
like
rage on
I
this
know.
beach
But
cleanup,
it's like
guys.
so dangerous. Like what if someone steps on it?
That's
you
exactly what I was
know?
thinking. Or like
Like-
even if it goes in the ocean, then it can come back and
Yeah.
stab someone.
Or like the fishes.
Yeah.
And the sea life. I'm pretty sure that's not healthy for them. Yeah. I think I ran over my show time.
It's actually chill because the person who is coming on after you is not available to come this week, so that's how that works. Alright, to people in live, you're going to see a very superficial Snapchat taken. So enjoy. Wait, I'm trying to think. We gotta pose it. We gotta shout ourselves out. We need this clout. You know Eddie's fine. You know we gotta show it off on the Titan Radio Instagram. Oh my god. Wait. Wait, we're actually so cute. Are you serious? Let's take one more just in case. You know, you can't just have the one photo. I actually, this is so embarrassing. I never ever post selfies of my face because I'm so accustomed to Snapchat filters that like when I see like my
they
actual
really-
face shape, I'm like, who the fuck is she? And not in the good way. And so I literally probably took over 50
Wow.
selfies
Let's-
to find a couple that I liked. And but you know what? I fucking loved them and I posted them and I'm like, yes, bitch. And that's for me, honey. So it's fine. It was worth all the 50. But you know, like any male, female, anyone will tell you, one is just not, you know.
Yeah.
You can't just have the one selfie.
No one takes one selfie. Like I have to like, and then there's like editing and
Oh wait,
Facetune.
Yes, all that. Oh, so perfect. So cute.
Great.
Alright, fam bam.
Thank you for watching. I guess it's like over.
Dude, well, I'm trying to think. What are your plans today? What are you up to? Tell your fans.
Let's see.
Homework and shit.
I don't know. Probably not. Like not till the last day
Dude,
of spring break.
literally- yes. Oh, that's so mean. That
Literally.
is so
Like
mean. Oh,
Mon-
dude.
Monday, I don't have class on Monday, so like that Monday before school, like probably like all my papers, all my stuff.
Oh, you have multiple papers?
I have like a paper due, and then I have what else do I have? I have a paper. Oh, and then I have a test like right when I get back. So.
Oh, dude, I don't like the test when you get back because it's
I
like you've had
know.
that whole mental break. I remember they did that shit in high school.
Yeah.
Like we'd have our break and we'd come back and take the test.
I'm
It's
like,
like,
I
who the fuck
wanna-
designed this?
Yeah, I want to relax, not like
I want to chill. Yes.
study. Studying's hard.
No, I feel like, and also because what year? Are you in?
I'm a junior. Yeah.
Well, like I think definitely bask in it for any of those listening who are in school and not on your last year or not taking your major classes. College gets so much better when you're actually taking your
Yeah.
major defined courses because it's actually something you're interested in, passionate about it. I actually found that what I wanted to do since I was 12 is not what I want to do at all. And I found that out from taking those like exact specific classes. I really enjoyed them. I just found out that wasn't what I
Wait,
wanted to do.
What's
and
your
so
major?
I'm entertainment and tourism. Yes. So
Yeah.
I just stick with it and like it just honestly like now that I'm leaving I'm so fucking sad because I really do enjoy like the education here.
Yeah, and this is a great school.
Such
Like,
a
I think it's like, I don't think it was like, well, I was kind of planning to go here, but like also not at the same time.
Oh,
But yeah, like, well, I wasn't sure what I wanted to go to, but it was definitely between here or like San Marcos.
oh, okay.
But I ended up coming here, so.
I'm so glad that you came here.
Yeah, I like this school though. It's like nice.
Oh god, it's so much bang for our buck. Like
Yeah.
the I pay like well I pay. My parents pay more for my high school tuition than my rent because I'm from the Bay Area, so I have to pay rent down here. Rent, tuition, extracurriculars, and like even like sorority stuff. All of that added up is still less than my high school.
Oh, did you go to private school?
Yeah, it was about the fucking assholes they raised it. It was about like 15K a year when I went to now it's like over 20K, and I'm like, oh my god, and it was such a sexist establishment. God, they've actually been in kind of the headlines somewhat recently, but this is up in the Bay Area just because they were like demanding this girl take down one of her Instagram photos. She was a popular fitness influencer, and she had started it off literally just from like working out hard in the gym and showing her progress pics and all this stuff, and then built a brand, and she started making workout apparel and workout weights and stuff, and she got her training done while in high school, which is very impressive, getting her kind of that to be able to be a physical trainer, so she's not just like talking out of her ass, you know. And then the school was like, we don't like this photo of you, because in before and after photos they commonly, you know, they'll be in like, I don't know, like a swimsuit or something, or like a baggy pair of underwear. It's like, it's not sexy, it's literally like to show like this is what my body looks like. And they were like, if you don't take this down, like there's gonna be problems. And she was like, the photo had something like over 100,000 likes. People were commenting like, wow, thank you so much, like, you know. She was like, this has nothing to do with the school, you know. I don't write the school on my page, like this is separate. And this photo was posted over 8 months before they brought it up to her. It was like that much of a difference. And they waited till about like a month or two before she was about to graduate her senior year to bring it up to her. And you know, like the worst part is that probably every teacher in the school like looked at it and decided whether it was okay or not. Decided to sexualize her body in the weirdest fucking way. And it was so crazy because if you see this photo, this girl has zit cream on her face. She looks so young, and it is so just like a very like casual. She's not in anything sexy, and I'm just like, how could you find anything inappropriate about this? I feel like you got to turn that back on you, because what the fuck is that? And it actually got so bad that they expelled her and didn't give her diploma, and her parents had paid all 4 years for that 15 or now 20 grand tuition, all for her not to get one over a photo. And I am so damn proud of her for sticking up for herself, because that school, and it's so funny because when I heard about the scandal, there was this one, I won't say the C word on live, also because it usually is never warranted. This woman, oh my god, the second we heard about this horrific story, me and all my girlfriends from high school that we still talk every day, all Snapchatted. We were like, fucking Miss Monson. We knew that she was responsible for it, because this woman just like has such a green envy bug, and I just it was always, god, the guys were able to like fucking hit on teachers and stuff, like, could do no wrong, and then if I wore something that wasn't like, you know, 6 inches above the knee, it was like I was killing Jesus. Like, it was such a big deal like that.
Wow. That's interesting.
How was your high school? Did you like high school?
I went to like public high school. Just like,
dude, that's what's
Diamond Bar High School. So
how far away is that? What was your mascot?
30 minutes. A Brahma.
What's a Brahma?
It's like a pool? Or like, yeah, like a bowl.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Shout out to the Brahmans.
Oh, wait, no, I don't.
Oh, no, is that not what it is?
Wait, no, it is, but like.
Oh, fuck. Sorry,
my high school is. Yeah, I went to high school.
Yeah, so fuck the Brahmans.
Oh, no. Wait, I don't know. I don't want to ruin it. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure how I feel about them, but okay. Yeah, definitely. That was funny. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, do you want to go to lunch?
Aww. Edward, I would love to go to lunch. Yes. Look, there's a little wingman with the blue head person. What account is this? Is this Instagram?
No, this is YouTube. Because I have like a class, and so I need like post it onto YouTube.
Oh shit!
So,
are these people from your class? That's awesome.
No, I don't know.
Oh, we don't fucking know. Sorry.
Um,
I'm not ignoring him. I'm posting. This is the selfie we took. That's so funny.
Okay. I think that's like it for today.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. Oh, do you want to plug your show?
I freaking love you so much. It's been such
Thank
a
you.
delight. He keeps me up on Friday mornings because I don't want to come here this early, but you know, it's more encouraging. And so my shows are Thursdays at 7 p.m. and they're super lit. And I want to talk more, but as you can know, I think I do that a little too much. So it's mostly music focused, and I switch it up. I post on my Instagram Live for Lolo little updates each week. So one of them we're going to talk about. I'm doing a little T-Pain giveaway. He has a sold out show. He just came out with a new album. He is actually so fucking good live, like so good live. And on my Instagram starting Monday at noon, I'm gonna post, and all you have to do is like the photo, follow Titan Radio, and comment who you want to go to the concert with, and then I'm gonna pick a random winner, and you guys will get the tickets. So I'll check it out.
Okay,
That's what's up.
So I guess that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. You can watch my live stream on my YouTube channel, Edster Wu. And follow me on Instagram at Edster Wu.
I love how I'm gonna post it on Titan Radio as we're literally leaving. Okay, also Eddie, you have amazing, like, I'll be just sitting in the booth and you'll put on some music and it just like, I'm shook. Like, it's so good, an eclectic array. It's quite a variety. I feel
Thank
like,
you.
do you have a song that you've been listening to lately that you're vibing with?
Yeah. Well, I've been listening to Rosalia a lot.
I don't even know who.
Hispanic. She's like from Spain, and like I think like what I read, she like mixes like gypsy sound into her music.
Ooh, how
Yeah,
beautiful.
she just came out with this new song with J Balvin. And
Oh, yes. I love J Balvin.
I don't know. I don't know.
up.
Gon Arturo. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, it just came out yesterday, and so I like listened to that. I don't know listening to well. I like been listening to like old songs, like just like little pieces.
Exactly. Oh my God. Are you a Spotify or Apple Music person?
Spotify, but I don't have premium, so I just like.
They're doing a special. Oh my God! Did y'all see that Spotify thing that they posted? Spotify made a whole like little 2-minute cartoon video, pretty much calling out Apple Music for infringing on their rights. Honestly, they demand that if someone buys Spotify off the App Store, they want to take 30% of their subscription monthly fees, which makes no fucking sense. Yeah, and they're the biggest competition, and they're directly like making it difficult for Spotify's business plan to like succeed. But because it is getting provided on an Apple service, I don't know the laws within that. Like if they're able to say like, hey, you can't charge us more just because we're your competitor, because it is kind of creating a monopoly.
And then they'd have to do that to like, I think they'd have to do that to like every streaming service, like Pandora or like.
I think because Spotify is such a direct competitor, they're more like fucked with them.
That's like messed up.
But
are you a Spotify or Apple Music type person?
Oh, honey, Spotify till the day I fucking die. I swear to God. Oh my God, boy, they're doing a 3-month for 99 cents total. All 3 months premium for 99 cents. So that's less than you would pay for your monthly subscription anyways.
Okay, I might like join because like I've been wanting like to. But like I'm always scared like I'm gonna forget at the end of the 3 months, and then like I'm gonna forget to cancel it, and then like they're gonna charge me.
I honestly think the premium is so worth it because like where I find a lot of my new music that I love is from like I'll just be looking up like a random person, I'll say it'll come up with a playlist that's revolved around that song, and it's a whole nother world. And Apple Music just doesn't do that for you.
Like okay, so I was talking to this guy yesterday, and he was saying that his Spotify. Okay,
That's your Instagram. Hold on, he needs to type in his Instagram. We need to blow up his Instagram. You know how that goes. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So yeah, like he was saying that. Oh, he was getting the student discount with Spotify, so it was like $5 a month or whatever. But then they started charging him like, I think like 15. Is it 9 or 15? One of those.
Yeah.
And it was like they started charging him and he didn't know for like 3 months. Like they didn't notify him that they canceled his student discount or whatever.
Oh, because he wouldn't be. Yeah, no, my student discount's gonna end. I honestly need to prepare for that because I have it on like the auto pay, so like it's just gonna randomly do like $10. But I think it is so worth it. Yeah, and also it's supporting artists, supporting a company.
And you get Hulu with it now, right? Yeah.
But I had already had Spotify Premium, and I couldn't figure out how to then get Hulu. It seemed like it was only like a promotional, like, to encourage people to get it. So like if you already had it, you couldn't get it. I don't know if that's a thing. If someone knows, let us know. Yeah, but I'm like, wait, I'm gonna put on our TRIG. I'm gonna say choose your fighter, and it's gonna be Spotify.
I feel like Apple Music's gonna win.
How the fuck? If Apple Music wins, like, I am going to throw hands.
I think it's like the aesthetic of the Apple Music. It just it has like the white.
I don't think I've ever used it, so I don't. Maybe a couple times, and then I was like, what the fuck?
Neither have I. I used it like once, I think. But no, definitely. I like Spotify, and it's like free on like the computer. So like at home when I'm like wanting to like find different music, I can just like search through it.
Yes.
But yeah,
it definitely makes life a little easier. I'm trying to think of what? Yeah, at 11 though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still tipping. I'm gonna plug a show if you guys are like bored or over spring break, if you're looking for shows to watch. I really recommend, if you have Hulu, this really applies to you because these are kind of all on Hulu. But I really enjoyed the show Shrill. It's very modern and I fucking love it. It's very cool and gave me a lot of ideas for a business plan I'm working on. And then another show that's great is called We the People. It's about a group of people starting out in just like the DC legislative system. So like they work as lawyers either for the State Department or just for the people. So it's honestly such a good show, as well as The Resident is a medical show. So lawyer show, We the People, medical show, The Resident. Start from season 1. It will change your life. Edward, if next time I see you, that if you haven't watched these 2 shows,
I don't have Hulu.
Oh my god! Oh my. Okay, I'm giving him my password, guys. It's okay. Don't worry.
I don't have Hulu, but maybe. Okay, I think I should be able to get Hulu. I'm gonna try, and then I'll try. Oh,
You're good,
apparently. Okay, so apparently, I guess someone else has seen The Resident.
But did they like it?
They said, "Ooh, The Resident."
Yes! Oh my god, it's so good. It is one of those shows. Oh my god, and it is so frustrating because I truly think that the medical industry is that fucked. Like, you'll know what whoever is on live knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, there is like, oh my god, just the corruption and greed. Yeah. Oh my god, and taking advantage of like people at their most vulnerable, like when they're sick and their families are upset. Like, but also like it puts like a real face to the evilness that happens in, I think, all like the medical industry, but also there is the love interests and the selection of subplots and the family stuff. So there's, it's not like it's just a whole bunch of like sadness overload. It is so fucking intense, and it's better than Grey's. Fucking call me out on that. Let's have a little discussion about it. I think it is. Oh, the cast is fucking amazing. Oh god.
The only doctor show or like medical show I've seen is House. House MD.
Dude, House is one of those shows. It's so different and so wonderful.
I love his way. He's just like, and I know it's like weird. Like I know they have writers, but it just feels like so authentic.
Feels like him, right? Yeah. And what was it like? Guy comes in with some sort of like back problem, and they're like, oh, it's your spleen. It's like, he's like, no, it's the Q-tube. Your Q-tube from when you were 7 and you fell down. Like, it's like, how the fuck did we get here? Like, what? Dude, no. Like, I think House is one of those classic shows. The actor in House came out with a new show. This is like 2 years ago. It's also on Hulu. Another one of those kind of dark, more psychological shows, but I wasn't a big fan of it, which made me kind of sad. I like him, but that's just how the cookie crumbled.
Yeah, like I didn't know that. Okay, so like he has like this look in House. So then I was rewatching Stuart Little one day, and then I realized he was like the dad. I was like, oh my gosh, he looks so different.
Right? No, like I feel like. Oh wait, have you seen?
Oh, I think it's a good doctor.
Okay, so let's talk about The Good Doctor. So I love The Good Doctor. I do. I don't know why. I started watching The Resident and New Amsterdam, 2 medical shows, when The Good Doctor also started. They all started literally. I mean, the New Amsterdam came like 6 months after, but I was just like, oh, because there's something about The Good Doctor. It just really like pisses me off. You know those shows, like I don't know, cause like.
Wait, is that the one where he's like,
he has autism,
yeah,
and
okay.
oh my god, the guy is a genius, and I love how they do the show, but for some reason I started noticing in the 2nd season, every episode, yes, we go farther into the plot, we learn more about him and his history and the relationship he has with like his roommate and best friend, the girl, but every time I finish it, especially if I seshed a little, I honestly feel like I'm watching the same exact episode over and over and over.
Like
it's
really
like,
repetitive?
yeah, no, it's like starts off slow, and then it's like he gets frustrated, people get mad at him, they question his place being there, and then something happens with the girl, and then he gets mad again, and then they question, and it's like it kind of is like that over and over again. And so I just kind of found like meh, but the first season was so fucking good. I wish that they kept going with it and maybe gave him, I don't know, what I wish is that they would give him some other identity besides just being an autistic surgeon. Yeah. I don't know, because I guess that is the whole plot of the show.
Like develop his character more.
I don't know, yeah, because like, I don't know, I think that there's, I mean, obviously it's hard for him to express it. I guess that would be the point of the show, but like, I don't know, I feel like they kind of boxed him in the beginning, and now we're just hanging there, and as someone who has spent time with autistic people, they're a lot more complex than they're making him seem in the show.
Yeah, they can definitely
that was just
make his character more, give him more substance, because
I mean, but yeah, he's the lead. It's a great show. Yeah, I definitely it did feel a little repetitive, and I was like, oh, I wish he would be different each episode or something.
Yeah, I saw the first episode, and then I was like, not really my show. I did like, I have seen like other clips on YouTube of it. Like, I don't really watch TV shows. I watch like clips of them on YouTube, just like
so
give me like a 5-minute brief of what the show's about.
Yeah.
But, like,
yeah. A little brief is all you need.
Yeah.
You don't need a lot of show. I'm kind of picking the filter for the Snapchat is like the hardest part. It's like they all kind of look the same. And that Paris one is just a little too like filter frosty. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But it's still cute. We're still working. Well, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for listening to me annoy you guys.
And look forward to like spring break. Chilling out.
Spring break.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yes. Edward, you're not gonna be here next week? Oh my god, I'm not gonna fucking be here. None of us will be here next week, so
don't listen. Or yeah. I mean, do they play anything like when no one's here?
Yeah, so when there isn't a DJ in the booth, they go onto the scheduled live airplay. If you are an artist and you would like to have your songs featured on our scheduled airplay that plays when someone's not online, feel free to send them to Titan Radio Music at gmail.com. Actually, do you mind if I check what that is? Because that is my job as a music intern. I will go through them and I will let you know if you feel your song would fit our station, and then I can put it up on that. It's titanradio.music@gmail.com. Take anything, and so that's usually what and then, like when you come in, like if the guy before you isn't here, let's say fluke accident, I'm not here when you show up or something, and the guy before you wasn't here before you showed up, on that thing you have to switch it to live DJ from scheduled. I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
We'll work on that little tech stuff.
Oh.
Oh my god. please.
I'm a rapper. Okay,
Wait,
no,
wait,
I'll
wait,
show
wait,
you. I'll
wait,
show you
wait,
after. I'll show you.
Oh my god!
I'm not good live. I'll show you after.
Thank you for exposing his ass.
Okay.
Tony the Tiger?
Oh,
Who's
sure.
Tony? Oh my god!
Okay, wait. Okay.
Wait,
okay.
no. I need.
Okay.
The show is not ending, guys, because I need to fucking hear this.
Okay, I'll show you. Should I like play it? Or can?
Yes, you
Okay,
should absolutely.
okay,
So
wait.
wait, if you wanna look
Is
it
it
up on here, is it Spotify or
copyrighted?
YouTube? Oh, who gets fucked?
Oh well, it's okay.
It's fine because we. The cool thing is this we do our stuff over the internet, so
Okay.
we don't need to
Oh,
follow
shoot.
those rules.
I don't.
YouTube or.
I don't have.
Oh my god! Thank you so
Okay.
so much for saying that
Hold
because
on.
I had no idea.
Let me see.
We should just throw on a beat next week and like or 2 weeks from now, and just go off. I
Okay,
could
let's see. Let me see.
I could carry a couple bars. Let's see what happens.
I might need to pause this. Okay, let's
Oh
see.
no, they're gonna want to see the rap.
Okay,
Oh, guys, we're back. Sorry,
Okay.
don't worry.
Sorry. Let me see if I have it over here. Oh wait. Let's see. Just exposing me like. Let's see.
I'm so. Spotify is winning at 100% right now for our poll on Spotify versus Apple Music. So
Spotify's definitely better.
Oh my god, are they married? Oh no, that's her sister. Sorry, stalking people.
Okay, hold on. I need to.
You recording?
Yeah, I like record myself rapping. That's so embarrassing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, like I don't know. I just like started doing it randomly. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I can see my camera.
I had no idea that Ed would rap. I'm so shocked. This is so
Okay.
amazing. You're coming on. This is we got Edwin Entertainment and sadly our girl who usually is on at this time couldn't be with us today. But because she's busy, so she got shit going on. And we are just gonna go over into her time set because we've had so much fun just like hanging out and shooting the shit and talking about stuff. I was thinking of kind of listing out all the shows I watch because I spend way too much time watching TV, so I might as well share my knowledge. So maybe in a couple weeks I'll just run in on his thing and read out a bunch of shows. But so is this like when did you start rapping?
Like
Tell the mic. Tell it.
oh, like four months ago.
Okay, sick. And do you find the beat online and then you?
Yeah, I find like a beat online, or like I'll use like a beat that's like already been in a song.
Oh,
so
okay,
then I
sick.
just like play. I rap over it because.
Oh, I'm so fucking
okay,
ready
let's
for
see.
this. Y'all don't even know. Like, even if you don't know her stuff, she's like that good. Like, you just have a blast. I'm gonna look up that tour because we gotta figure this out. Are you familiar with the scary movies, Edward?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite scary movie?
Wait, scary.
Like the scary movies, as in
the
like
franchise?
the franchise. Yes, like the comedy, like not the
I
actual
saw
scary.
one, but I thought it was so funny. But I love Brenda. Brenda is
Oh,
hilarious.
Brenda. She can do no wrong. I'm trying to think of like the actress's name because she's been acting forever and that woman does not age.
She is hilarious.
Oh
like
my God.
I watched like just clips of her in scary movies, but like I saw I think the second one. I don't remember. Okay,
Watch the first one. The first one's the best
first
one for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll watch the first one. I got the song, so okay.
Guys, the song is here.
Okay.
Do not fret.
Let's see.
So bloody excited. Oh my god, yes. Gotta go. Stop! This is you? What? No. Hey. Oh, oh my God. What? What? Hey. I'm shocked. Ooh! Yay! Oh, Edward! Hey!
Yeah, so that was me.
Holy fuck. Okay, wait. Did you know what this show just turned into now that we all heard your talent? We gonna turn this into a little, like, Charlemagne freestyle.
Oh, I'm not a good freestyler.
Can we throw it?
No.
Oh my God, let's just try. Dude, I will attempt as well.
Okay.
Give me a
Do you
beat.
want to freestyle? Okay, let's see.
Give me a beat, give me a beat. We're gonna have a little freestyle session right now, guys. Because Edward has flow,
Okay,
and y'all need to know.
I'm not a good freestyler. Like, I can think of, like, the lyrics and the ideas ahead of time. Oh, I should log out of this person's.
Bye, person's Gmail. We're leaving you.
Okay, let's see.
Oh my God, no! Oh, good. I thought I dropped the phone.
Okay, let's see.
Hey.
Okay. Should I just choose like any random beat?
Yeah, something
Let's see.
cool, something hard.
Okay.
I fucking hate myself. Literally ignore this. But we about to go in. Y'all don't even know. Oh my God.
Let's see. Oh, I should. This is gonna be so bad. Like, I am not a freestyler. Like some people are. Like,
It's gonna be really good, guys.
Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We'll try this one. I don't.
Go on that beat, Edward.
Okay. Let's see.
I can't. Okay. You ready, guys? About to go in. Oh, fuck. I totally fucked that up. Okay. Hold on. Hey. Ooh, up my shit, up you a bitch asshole. I don't need your broke shit, cause I got my I make money all day, that's all I really. See, I'm broke as fuck. That's like, okay, this is, hold on, wait. Hey, bitch, what you say? Why am I swearing so much? I don't know how to play. I sound like every other white rapper, but I got that swagger, and you know what's happening? Oh, yes, flying with the. Oh, saucers. Oh my God. It's hard. Okay. Hey, got a snake on the plate. What you gonna do? Wax on wax. Fuck it up, bitch. That's what you do with your tongue. I don't know. Oh my God, I hate myself. Okay, and Edward on the beat. Go up.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Let's see. In the booth playing CDs.
Yes.
You really wanna be me?
Oh!
Climbing up a fake tree. I don't know.
Yes.
You just wanna hear the tea.
Just wanna hear that tea.
Enter on the beat. Wanna see me?
Yeah, we do. What about it?
Yeah, but you like I'm in Creed. Michael B. Jordan.
Punch your bitch and throw her in the pen. So bad.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Wait, no, we can go.
Do you want to keep going? Okay.
Do you want to do like line and line?
Okay. Play it on schedule.
Ooh, got my Starbucks and I'm ready, yo.
I totally. Trying to rap like the rabbit.
Edward Entertainment with you coming through your habit.
Can't think of a rhyme, dang it.
Ooh, We should come up with an Edward Entertainment rap to open up your show every Monday or Friday at night. Fuck, I forgot the day.
That's a good idea. I think we should do it.
I got my Starbucks, 2 shots, extra flavor, extra mocha sauce with some whipped cream on the topper. I was walking to the Starbucks to the library, and it was a great stroll. Slap.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, it's all about the comedy, guys.
Yeah.
It's all about the comedy.
Yeah, okay, let's see. My morning went like this. Drove to school, had to get some gas.
That ass.
Yeah. Was gonna be late driving fast. Just kidding, Ma. I drive speed limit.
What if it's your mom or it's I'm sorry.
Okay.
Edward's mom. What's up, yo girl? You raised a dope ass boy, and he raps swirl. Hey.
Yeah, okay. I think the beat's over.
The beat's over, but our swag ain't. Ooh.
Never.
Alright, thank you guys. And we're gonna make that literally a weekly thing. To end off the show, I will come in and we will put on a next rap for you guys. Because I know that was, if not the highlight of your week, at least the highlight of your morning just now. So we want to make that happen every week.
Yeah. I think we should end it here because I think.
Sorry, I have separation anxiety with the mic, so I've been like trying everything to keep this in.
Oh, no, it was fun.
I
But
just love you so much.
yeah. No, this is really fun. We need to do this again. So.
We start a rap group or a podcast.
Yeah.
Each one is good.
But yeah, definitely. Do you want to plug your show in one more time?
Thursdays at 7.
And I'm here every Friday at 9 a.m.
9
Usually to 10 a.m. But
we took it all the way today.
yeah, all the way. And yeah, so follow me on Instagram at EdsterWoo. Do you want to plug your Insta?
Life.of. Love them. And that's it.
And
we got the T-Pain giveaway Monday. Check it out. It's gonna be so easy to win these tickets. And you gotta make sure in about 6 minutes we got our girl coming on. She plays the best jams every single week. So just keep staying tuned.
Yes. Okay. So bye-bye.
Bye. Ciao. Farewell. Au revoir. Do you know any other languages?
Adios.
Adios.
That's it.
Ciao. Sounds like my grandma. Ciao.
Wait, how do you play after three?
Oh, I think that here it is. Dun 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 dun. You guys are gonna hear a gorgeous play after, created by actually someone who was here before I even got here. I love the computer's not working. We can honestly just like, do you guys want us just to continue? Okay, we actually just got a no, so we're not gonna continue. Just kidding. Where the fuck did do you see the Apple Music sign?
Oh wait, is it that one?
Oh wait. Oh my god, I didn't even know what iTunes looked like. Alright. Ciao guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
That was so fucking fun. Oh